Welcome to We Table It, a space where conversations are dissected to inspire change.
No matter how tough it gets, don't give up. Your story is still unfolding. Time your greatest currency. Spend it on purpose, not just potential. There's power in your peace. Joy is not found, it's created, owned, and released from within. You were never meant to do this alone. Community is strength. Unity builds legacy. Even the longest path begins with a single step. Keep walking, even if no one's clapping yet. These are the moments that matter. Build a life that feels good, not just one that looks good. Wishing changes nothing. Action changes everything. Begin now. This is We Table It, where courage, connection, and clarity converge. Join the conversation.
Hello, everybody. You're welcome to our live broadcast today on We Table It. And I am your regular host, Eno Nupo. And with me is our delectable doctor, Dr. Saro. You're welcome on the broadcast today. Everyone, you're all welcome to this broadcast. This is our Bottomless chatter, where we are having unhinged conversation, limitless topics, whatever we will discuss today. We will table it. Yeah, and we're looking forward to having your comments, having your shares, your engagement generally. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for being a part of our journey here on We Table It, where we dissect society and inspire change. So today we have an interesting lineup of issues that we'll table. We're going to start from one that's actually got me amazed. When I saw that one, I'm like, okay, I was thinking it's just Africa that has this funny belief. What do they call that thing, Oxford? They call it superstition, right? Yeah, and some of my friends will say it's a super stupid belief, but whatever it is, I just want you guys to see what we have if you're in Africa from other parts of the world as well. They have this belief, in Africa, you want to have an event, all you have to do is to pay someone they call a rainmaker. All right. So you pay someone they call a rainmaker to stop the rain, to prevent the rain from falling. They'll do some rituals, and yes, throughout that day. I've seen these things happen. I don't know. Some people say it doesn't. It's a lie. It's just a coincidence. Whatever it is. So it's not just in Africa we have those things. Or doctor, have you seen any of these things around you?
Well, before I go into that, I want to say it's an absolute pleasure to be here again, and a good morning to everybody, our teaming followers who are joining us today. Thank you for making a date with us. Well, I grew up with this phenomena being a buzz all around me in Nigeria. So, and it did happen. Um, to my knowledge, a number of times I saw it on social media, on TV, in some other places in Africa. So we are going to be seeing it live happening in England. At some point, this is not related to weddings, isn't it? But during this MEH,
No.
this sad event that happened in Malaysia, where the airline got missing, I've forgotten. Is it MH370 or 37? At some point, they had to solicit. They didn't solicit. There was some um, kind of like a traditional practitioner who volunteered his services to locate this flight and had to do some incantations. And that brought my mind directly to what happens either before uh, a funeral takes place, where it's usually a very big deal in Nigeria and in many parts of Africa. Before a funeral takes place, they want to plan and make it a big one, and then in order for it to go smoothly, they hold the rain, prevent the rain from falling. so that, and it's usually an outdoor event. I need to put that out so that the outdoor event is not disrupted by the rain. So in the parlance that I'm used to, in Benin City, the ancient city of Benin in Nigeria, they call it the hold the rain. All right, hold the rain so that it doesn't disrupt the event that happens. Like I said, it's usually it is a big deal in many circles. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to see how this plays out in the United Kingdom. I don't. So I'm waiting for you, Anna, to usher us into that.
Thank you, Doctor, for that. Insight. A lot of people don't know these things really happen where you pay people to hold the rain, or you hold just to things. Natural forces are being. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so amazing, so awesome. But however, what we are seeing here today is the fact that in the old Britain or old British, I think it has its origin from somewhere in Germany. I did a little bit of research on that. But what they do, if they want to make sure they have a very big event, it could be a wedding ceremony, it could be a a day before the event, what they do is bury sausages. So when they bury sausage, the following day, it's going to be sunny. So this is something different from what we have in Africa. I just want you guys to watch this few seconds video so that you can see what they do.
Rather, wow, that's revealing.
Did you guys see that? Yeah, so they bury some sausages and that's that. The following day, everywhere is sunny. I need to get comments on this. I don't know. Have you experienced anything like this in your country, in your anywhere you are? I just want to know. I'm curious, really. Doctor, what do you have to say?
Well, it's important to put it out there that this was old tradition in England, right? So I don't know if it still happens there, but I want to believe that that practice has been ditched. If not, it'll be all over social media. But it's also interesting to see how, you know, thoughts, how humanity was in many ways, even if there was physical barriers to our connection, but our minds were thinking alike in the practices we carried out. So this is, and I'm just, I mean, this is my first time hearing of this, and it's quite interesting to know this. I'm just so you know, the followers that might have been that are watching us, Valerie's not here today because she had to attend to some other engagements, but it would have been interesting to hear from Valerie her responses regarding this. I'm pretty sure she would have had a shocked look. And also, if this happens in Kenya or any part of East Africa. So, if you're watching us from any part of East Africa, Kenya, or Southern Africa, uh, it would be great to hear from you and find out if similar practices happens or something different, but with the same objective, that is to hold the rain. Yeah, so yeah, well, that's an interesting bit of news. And I did, there was this movie, The Lord of the Rings, and with a number of sequels, I think three of them, and then Game of Thrones that showed a lot of old practices, traditional practices in the old time England. And they brought me to the realization that many things that we saw as African, in quotes, were not really, we had our way of doing it, but they existed in other parts of the world. And that is also to talk about, at this point, humanity and how connected we are. So it was quite a shame that many years ago, some people decided to come invade spaces and disrupt the advancements and development of our indigenous practices, um, in spite of the fact that it did happen globally in other places in different shapes and forms. So, but it's quite interesting to note this. That was a good research from you, on this Asian practice. Yeah. So, do you have any other thing to add to this?
Nothing much to add to this. I just want us to just hop into the next topic, and that's on technology for those who are
All
tech
right.
enthusiasts. This one is for you. So, very recently, I think on a Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, this came on. Elon Musk AI in trouble for using the term white genocide. So this is the year we have chatbots, AI all over the place. Everybody's wanting to send in prompts and get feedbacks. It's making life easy for a lot of us. We don't have to use Elon Musk artificial intelligence chatbot called Grok is under fire after it used the phrase white genocide in a conversation about South Africa. Many people were shocked, saying the term is racist and dangerous. It is often used by hate group to spread fear. Grok's answers has made people ask, can we truly trust AI to give fair, balanced responses? Others are blaming Elon Musk for not properly guiding or filtering what Grok says. The incident has sparked serious conversation about AI safety, misinformation, and racism online. So I'm going to share with you guys a media on this in a few seconds.
Wow.
All right, welcome back from that. You would see that the ex Groks community from Elon Musk, they had to address the situation. I think 3 days later, they came up to address because this brings up ethical issues about how AI is being programmed and how it's being handled. Issues that we could have, using AI. Remember, everything is a learned language for these chatbots. It's whatever we garbage in that they garbage out. Then when the AI is, bringing up feedbacks that incites maybe violence, and in this kind of case, the topic is really, for me, it's the other way around. However, I want to leave my opinion out of it. Talking about white genocide, and a particular set of people will definitely get, upset and they would react. So we want to see at what point do we say this is enough for AI? What are structures put in place to, regulate how AI performs? So what do you think about this topic, Dr. Sarah?
Well, thank you for that background. I must say at this point that currently we're experiencing shifting economy systems, and it has come to the point globally where we have to accept AI as our colleagues at work, and in other spaces we need to accept the fact that AI is here to stay, and we have to look for ways we can better work with AI side by side, because it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. So, having said that, many things are still within our limits. AI can do almost anything humans can do when it comes to work. However, AI doesn't have feelings. They are not, in quote, as sensitive as the human nature. And what that means is that the feelings, the sensitivity still rest on us as humans. And so while putting out AI, while hiring AI to work with us, we need to apply a lot of responsibility, uh, just by how they carry out their jobs. I would like to say, beyond the downsides that has been talked about all over social media, for those of you out there who have followed the trend of what happened, I would like to give kudos to the management of X, Twitter, formerly Twitter, for responding very swiftly. You see, that's a hallmark of a good business, good business leaders. All right, they noticed their mistake, they owned up to the fault, and responded quickly. Now, the time of response is a differentiating factor from your competitors for you business owners out there. So they did well by responding. I want to believe that such an incident shouldn't happen again, because sensitivities are things we can't control in the lives of other people. I wasn't so much into, how would I put this, into this saga when it happened. I got to know of it courtesy of you, and I had a very busy week. I was most times off social media, but I would like to say that we need to be careful, and that the topic of white and black when it comes to humanity, however silly that may sound, appellations of color to human skin and using it to typify their behavior, however silly it is a reality that is going nowhere. And when we infuse that reality into our daily lives, into our businesses, into whatever we do, it can spark reactions. It can bring out emotions that ordinarily shouldn't come out. And so we need to be careful. We need to proactively handle these things before putting out there. It's not okay all the time to say we're sorry, it's not going to happen again. The fallout from things of such nature that deal with human sensitivities can prove fatal before we even apologize. So yeah, but hats off to the leadership of X for being proactive and coming out with such robust response and promising it doesn't happen again. Hats up to them. We've seen a lot of these things happen previously, and the responses has been, for at best for some quarters, not so good. So yeah, I mean, I'm just all about the response, and also the reality of AI being here to stay. We can't do anything about it. They're part of us and are living now. We just have to find better ways to cohabit and exist with AI going forward. Yeah, boss lady, that was a good find from you. But what do you think? What do you think? I'd like to hear from you. You're on mute, so you may want to unmute yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. All right.
All right.
So, what I think is the ethical aspect. I think there should be stringent laws in the application of AI, design of systems, whatever that's uses AI, and how people relate with it as well. Should be seriously regulated. One of the things I remember that Elon Musk said is that he's scared. The rate at which AI is developing. A lot of people come up with funny sayings like this AI robots are going to take over the world and it's going to be these funny things. So, but then we need to all be responsible to make sure we do not have a catastrophe in the future. Instead of having AI work for us, we don't want to work for AI. You get it? So
Yeah.
that's my own worry: ethical and responsible use of AI application, AI system, whatever it is. If you are a developer, if you are a programmer, whatever it is you are doing with AI, you should have it at the back of your mind that whatever you are giving the developing, whatever you're doing, let's not get too technical about it. Whatever you are doing should not be biased. It should be unbiased. It should not incite, be whatever the prompt is put in, the feedback should be as unbiased as possible. All right, so these are the things that we're talking about. I wonder how many of you here enjoy the use of chatbot. I know it makes your life easy. If you are using your chatbot, I just want to out for comments after now. I'll be calling out people who have made one comment or the other, but before we go into comments, I want to quickly do one with you guys. Instead of going to what's happening in Oyinbo country, let us look at my own. I don't know where Dr. Sarah is from, but I'll talk about my country. I'm from Nigeria. All right, so
Yeah,
there's something that's
before you
trending
do that,
that's not
yeah,
so palatable, and we really need to watch this.
yeah, before
It's
we
about,
do that,
all right.
oh yeah, I'm so sorry to cut you short. Before we do that, I want to say that I want to recognize some people here. I will also say that for the challenge that we put out
Doctor.
in the last edition, we're going to be announcing the winners. All right, so you want to stay tuned on that, and we also want to welcome Bashir Abdullah. Thank you for joining us. Ada Becky, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thank you for joining us. Eno Obong. Um, yeah, it's a pleasure to have you guys join us. Ogumade, Olushola Momo, and Blessing. You guys, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Please stay tuned. We're going to be doing more as the time goes on. We're going to be adding more flowers to the programs. All right, yeah, over to you, boss lady. You can go ahead with the next story.
Thank you, Doctor, for that quick reminder. You guys, you mean a lot to us. I just need you to know that. And while you are watching and waiting to know who has won the delicious prizes that we have for you guys, I want you to do us a favor. Please share any groups, something. I said that before I go on reading your comments, there's something that's going on that's not so palatable, so I shouldn't be smiling about this. In Nigeria, there are a group of people we call the BM boys. I think that's trending. I saw that recently and I'm like, what's going on? So this group of boys, what they do is they chat with people in advanced countries or developing, or I beg your pardon, developed countries, especially teens. They chat with them using a female. They get into a relationship via the female, and when the other person has gotten very, what happens is that they begin to blackmail them for money if they do not leak their nude photos. It's so sad that it has led to a lot of young stars committing suicide. This is why it's a topic of concern. And I want you guys to watch this video. Please pay attention. You don't want to miss this.
Your son gets a message from a pretty girl online. A few minutes later, he is being blackmailed. And by the end of the week, he is gone. This is not a movie. It's happening right now. And it's costing lives. There is a group in Nigeria known as the BM Boys. They are targeting teenage boys in the US through social media. They pretend to be young women. They flirt and trick boys into sending them explicit images. Then comes the blackmail. Send money or we'll send these to your friends and family. Some victims are just 13 years old, which means they're just in middle school. At least 46 of the kids have unalived themselves after falling into this trap. One of them was a 17-year-old boy from Michigan named Jordan. His only mistake was trusting the wrong profile. If you are a parent, please talk to your kids tonight. Don't wait. Ask them about who they are messaging. Tell them no one online is worth risking their future for. And if you need help spotting scams like this one, follow us. We protect families by staying informed. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay aware.
All right, so I got this video from somewhere on TikTok, and it's a trend now. We see a lot of things like this happening, sadly. And unfortunately, we have the youths in Nigeria cheering these BM guys up. It's sad to see that. As a parent, it breaks my heart. Now, imagine you as a parent in the place of these people who have lost their teenage sons or daughters that have been blackmailed. How would you feel? This is not that table. You know, sometime in life, one has to be careful. What goes around comes around. Whatever you support, whatever bad thing you support today will come around to haunt you. It's not a thing to be proud of. You're making other pain over your activities. It's not a thing to be proud of. I need the youths that are watching me to know this. And thank you while you're sharing this and making more people to be aware of this situation. Thank you. Doctor, what do you say about this?
Well, it's shocking, and I'm lost for words to describe this abysmal story. And that the reason is, I mean, this is 2025. There are a lot more ways to make money out of the internet than going into all this. So it's sad that um, as humanity advances in many ways, there is a serious and significant decline in some other ways. And this is one of the ways we're experiencing the decline, where you totally disregard people's feelings, people's right to live and be loved and also to love, and then throw honesty and dignity into the ocean just to make some few dollars. I call it few dollars because you're still not going to be the richest person in the world. And someone, I mean, from the report, I don't know how confirmed that is verified, but 46 people dead as a result of this. If you're out there and you're responsible for this, you should feel ashamed right now. That is, if you still have anything called a conscience. It's sad. I do know that at the height of the social media transformations, where we had a lot of them popping up, there were scams, romance scams out there. People use fake pictures and profiles to solicit love from their victims, and then that goes into some other things. But now you're targeting young people, teenagers at the prime of their youth, and all this is because you just want their money. This is armed robbery. No, no, it's the worst form because they are armed with deceit, lies, and dishonesty to take the lives of people indirectly. This is sad. This calls on some reorientation on our value systems. I know that for the past 3 weeks, we have been talking about the traditional family and the threat it faces right now, leading to a lot forms of isolation. This has to be one of the outcomes of an eroding um, value system in our traditional family, where people totally disregard the privacy, the right to live, and the right to love of other people just because they want to swindle them of their money. It's sad. And just to see that 46 people, I said this early on, have lost their life as a result of this, I don't know if that's confirmed, it breaks my heart. I'll also want to say that, yeah, this story was tagged as Nigerian BM boys, right? And what that means is that perhaps a number of all these incidents have been traced to sources in Nigeria, western part of Africa. But I would like to also say that there are tons of Nigerian youths out there doing mighty things, brilliant individuals doing good things out there. And this story sort of tries to overshadow what some great Nigerians are doing over there, which is painful. Uh, on the flip side, I mean, I'm a realist, a pragmatist, so I would always say that whatever you don't have direct control over is beyond you. So what you should do is focus on what you have control over, and that's yourself. Now it's out there. We are contributing to enlightenment, orientation, and telling people what happens out there. It's left to you to educate your boys, your girls. You may think they are not of age, but you never know what they do. The internet is easily accessible everywhere, in the school, in the playground, just by the click of the button on the phone at home. In that split second when you're not looking, can is significant. It can do a lot. So we need to educate directly, openly, explicitly our the people that are placed under our care about things that are like this that are happening, making people not to go to social media to find love. I think for the many things that are happening now and that have happened in the past, look for love somewhere else. And if you're not mature enough to handle social media, then stay off it for a while until you get to that maturity stage of being on social media without seeking for instant gratification. Yeah, so it's sad. It does cast a shadow on the teeming youths out there who are doing positive things. But it is what it is. It has happened. We need to come out of. If you're involved in this, you need to seek other ways to earn money. There are tons of them out there. I think, Boss Lady, we need to revisit our show on from Boss. How was it again? From we put a tag on that about how youths can make money online. There are tons of ways, and we're going to be dedicating a show to this, where we're going to teach you how to make money online, so that you can have options to enrich yourselves and not get carried away with the buzz of the BM boys that are happening currently. Yeah, so that's my response to that. You know, and perhaps you form the response on your own. I'd like to hear your take.
Yes, there was a time we actually had a broadcast on how to make money online, and we are going to be doing that again because it is obvious that a lot of people need to know that you can legitimately make money online without making people commit suicide. Honestly, there are people making money online. I mean, with the same laptop you are using to commit fraud or whatever thing you guys do online, or those guys, I beg your pardon, do online. All right. So there are ways that you can actually earn substantially and sustainably online. I'm going to be teaching you that, and I will come with other people who are quite vast in this field, how you can make money online. Please stay tuned. Other platforms. Join us on our platforms on YouTube, on TikTok. We are on X as well. And then we are on LinkedIn for the professionals. So please stay tuned for updates on how to make money legitly online. Yeah, it's sad. These activities of the BM boys and their likes are actually giving a bad image to those who are working legitly abroad. I speak from experience. Living abroad, it comes with its own challenges, and that's stereotyping too, where they look at you. Is it not Nigeria scam or whatever? For goodness sake, you are being judged by the actions of others and not by your own character. So yes, Yeah, that is something that we want to really address. I wonder what the NOA in this country is doing. There should be lots of orientation exercises going on. We do not see that, and we are wishing that, and we are hoping that we'll have more of the activities so that we can catch these children when they are young, because now what they do is that they child from primary school to become a bad boy, a BM boy. We don't want to be saying that. So yeah, whatever it takes, I would even call on private individuals as well to take up a course and to guide the children or the youth aright. Because if you do not do that, if we fail in this, on the long run, it's going to come to haunt you. It will haunt us, every one of us. So if we close our eyes to this, we will pay dearly for it. Thank you for watching. Before I go on to the next topic, I want to quickly read comments. Thank you, everybody, for following. I can see Adabike, I Sunday, I see you, I see Eno Obong, I see Ogumo Dede, Olushola Momo. I'm looking at you, Treasure Melody, I see you. I see I'm seeing a lot of you, a host of you. We have full follower. He has been with us all through the journey. When we had one or two followers, he was there. And yeah, I see you. I respect you, Abdullah. Thank you for being with us through this journey. For all of you who have been sharing, we really appreciate you. Thank you for your support. It means a lot. We don't take it for granted. All right. So for those of you waiting to hear, whether you are a winner or not, in the next few minutes, you are going to be hearing that. So stay tuned. Okay, so for me, there's just something I want to chip in quickly. And this one is from Australia. From Australia, when I saw this story, I'm like, what happened? Why was she? That's the Nigeria in me. It's like, this is a woman who, or a lady, let me use the word lady, she's a young lady, she's a model, you know, you are about to come out for the final competition to become the Miss Universe in Australia, and you are going to play. I think they say it's volleyball or something. You're going to play volleyball, and you had an accident. See your face. That face that everybody's looking at for become, just got damaged like that. It was very heartbreaking when I saw that. So I'll just quickly share this for us to see. All right, everybody. I just want to see comments on this one. No, this lady is supposed to go to Vietnam in a few days to go and do what are they calling it? A photo shoot for the pageant, and then look at her face. My Nigerian people, if it were you, I want to see comment. What would you say? Would you have made this kind of mistake? I know somebody will say that village people. I just want to see those
Village
comments,
people.
please. I want to read comments. They will say it's the village people. Doctor, please, you have something to say on this one.
Well, the summary is that village
Oh my
people have
goodness.
announced their presence. What other way? All right, so if you are joining us from any other part of the world and you're hearing us say village people and wondering what is this, it's a popular notion that you know when something goes wrong, people attribute it to some forces, and they also attribute those forces to originate from the rural areas, the village, where they see those that live there as antagonistic to progress of individuals. So it's a popular thing, and you never know, that may make its way into the English dictionary someday. When things go wrong, I mean, Nigerians are known to, attach some very nice sounding literature or figure of speech to something. So we'll say, ah, the village people at work. So yeah, I mean, but you know what? I would like to say that this incident, many people can relate to it. I can relate to it. I mean, I have been planning for a long time to go on an event and then take some photos, right? And I'm supposed to be putting on white, yeah, and then getting to the event, and you have to roll your sleeves because you want to settle down to the sumptuous meal on it, and then your white gets stained just before you go on the photo shoot. So, and this is a lady who has done put all the work to be chosen as Miss Australia Universe, and you all can know, you can, you
Yeah,
can, you can relate to this. And then
yeah.
few days, is it few days or few weeks to her representing her country in the Miss Universe, and then this happens. And how else are they going to judge winners in a Miss World or Miss Universe pageant if not by starting with their faces? Oh, I mean, my heart just goes out to this lady, whoever you are, wherever you are. I feel so sorry. I mean, this is sad. We're laughing now, but it in no way conveys our
So I've
current
been
emotion.
reading comments.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know. I'm gonna check this out and find out what is gonna be happening. Are they gonna get a backup to this lady, like the first or the second runner-up, or she's gonna go with the same face, or they're gonna do some a plastic surgery miracle before the Miss World? I don't know, but you can trust us to give you a lowdown of what happened in our subsequent broadcast. Boss lady, over to you.
I trust the Nigerian in me. These are things I can't even imagine. Just a few days to you coming out as Miss. If you were alive. My goodness. So, my dears, I don't know. There are things that you are planning for that you let's the Christian, I beg your pardon, the Nigerian may begin to speak now, that you have been praying for, praying really dedicatedly for, and then these answers come. Imagine making this kind of, just like I see these people doing, I don't know. Then now I begin to see black people joining these Americans. How do they call it? This skydiving or whatever they call that thing. Some very risky adventures that they go for. And I'm like, the Nigerian and me can never permit me to do such thing. Anyway, so that's that for our Australian lady. I wish her a quick recovery, and I hope she gets the intervention that she needs to get sorted on that. Ducky, are you ready for us? We want to quickly talk about our contest. I think you are muted. Please check your mic.
Oh, thank you for that. So in our last broadcast, we put out a contest there, what some of you will call the challenge, and we reposted this a couple of times across all our social media platforms. I think this would be a good opportunity to say that we're present live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, now known as X, TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So you may want to follow us across these platforms and get updated information concerning what we're doing, because we're just going to be blowing your minds away these days. All right, so we decided to use this to reward those who have been with us over time and those who are active on our platforms. So the challenge was invite friends. The higher, the more your chances of winning. Number two was to tag the friends here in the comment, which was posted on our platforms. The third was to get at least 5 friends to share our pages on their stories. And finally, drop a completed in the comments where you're done. We have marked a first prize of 20 US dollars, second prize of 15 US dollars, and the third prize of 10 US dollars. Well, um, we have identified two people who are definitely going to be winning prizes here. But there's also a twist to this. I'll call out the names. We have It's Grace Atima. She's been on fire on our page. And we have Annie Anthony. All right, these two people are definitely part of the three winners we're looking for. We don't have a third winner yet. All right, so we're still looking for the third place. We don't, for now, um, Grace Atima is number one, Annie Anthony number two, and the third still waiting. So, but we are not going to conclude on this yet, and I'll tell you. The reason is that, yeah, um, Grace Atima had 10 people do the follow successfully. For the story, I mean, we had people to audit this, all right? So they reposted on their story, took a screenshot, and deleted it, which is against the rules. All right. Annie Anthony got 7 people successfully and got 5 people to repost. So as it stands, we got Grace Atima in the first place, Annie Anthony in the second place. We're still looking for a third winner. And so we're tentatively going to move this for another 3 days. Yeah, you heard me right. For another 3 days, so we can get a third winner. Someone jump on this challenge and grab the prize.
Hello, everybody.
So that
So,
we can,
congratulations to our winner of the contest. And you were off for a bit. Welcome back, Doctor.
yeah, all right, yeah, thank you. So, yeah, so like I was saying, for now, the first place goes to Grace Atima. Second place is Annie Anthony. The third place is still in view. So, if you're out there, you can still jump on this challenge. We're giving 3 more days till Tuesday, which is May 21, right? Or is no May 20th. All right, on Tuesday will be the last day, so you can jump on this challenge and see if you were the third winner. And the first and second prize can change. Um, what I mean is that it can go anyway, so you can keep hopping on this challenge and let's see who gets the first place finally on Tuesday. But since we already confirmed that Grace and Annie Anthony will are definitely two winners, if you can hear us, Grace and Annie Anthony, send your bank account details to our inbox so that we can reward you on Tuesday. All right, don't forget to send your bank account details. And for the third prize of a 10 US dollars, it's still open for anybody to grab that. So get on the challenge. In 3 days' time, we'll know our third winner, and then we'll ask you to send your bank details. Yeah. Eno, over to you.
Yes, Doctor. Congratulations to our winners for this contest. And I hope you guys are looking forward to knowing who the third position is. And shortly after, we'll be having another grand, a better contest. You guys should stay tuned. However, I was not so impressed by your activity, so I must just be honest with you guys because you are not telling these people you were sharing to follow. You see, but we just wanted to keep our own side of the bargain so that they will not say we table leads did not give us our price. So we are giving you guys your price. The next one, we are going to be very thorough with that. So yeah, this is sticking to our words and doing what we do best. All right, taking care of you. Okay, so it's Grace Artima, congratulations, and Annie Anthony, congratulations. And person, congratulations in advance. We are going to be announcing that in our next broadcast. All right. So every one of you, thank you for staying tuned to this broadcast. I don't know if Doctor has one or two things he wants to share with us at this point Dr. Saro, you can go ahead.
I was muted. All right. Thank you for that. Um, well, I think this will be a cutting razor. And whatever story we have lots and lots of other juicy stories. I mean, we wanted to happen on the the what is going on in between India, Pakistan, and infusing the U.S. and France into the mix. But I think we can move that till the next broadcast so that we can properly package it and give you guys more information on that. So yeah, this may be a fitting time to call this a day on this show and this segment, and then we can move all the stories to next broadcast. Yeah. So, but it's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us, all you teaming viewers. It's been a pleasure having you. Those of you on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, those of you joining us on Facebook, thank you for making a date with us. Let's do this again and get ready for the next challenge. It's going to be, wow, mouth watering. It's our way to give back to you. But I would also want to use this opportunity to send a big special shout out to Bashir Abdullah and to Alex. Yeah, those two guys have been awesome. Thank you, Bashir Abdullah and Alex, for always being there with us. I mean, we see you as part of this We Table It family, and we've got something for both of you. Just hang in there for us, and we're going to be announcing it pretty shortly. Yeah. Yeah, so over to you, Anna. You can close the show.
All right, it's been a pleasure having you guys engage with us on this platform. We are honored to have you. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. All right, it means the world to us. Please stay tuned. We'll be back with more juicy, more informative gist next week, Saturday. We may be having bottomless chatter. Whatever it is, we are going to be here for you with exciting, interesting, informative, whatever it is, gists, and then we'll dissect these issues together. If you want to be a guest on We Table It platform, please leave us a DM and let us know you want to join us live. You want people to see your face, like they're seeing my face and Dr. Saro's face and Valerie. She's not here by the way today. We look forward to having her come back here next week Saturday. All right. So if you want to be with us next week, please leave a DM and we would oblige you to be a part of it. All right. So thank you, every one of you, for the winners of the contest. Do not forget to DM us your account details. I know you won't forget that one, but just let's tell you not to forget it. So DM us your account detail. We are more than ready to, fulfill our own part of the deal. All right. So thank you once again for joining us. It's been a pleasure talking to you this very hot Saturday afternoon from all the way, Lagos. Lagos is hot today. And I know, Dr. Saro, I don't know where I'm signing out with lots of love from myself and from Valerie. I know Dr. Saro as well. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thanks.